Sixth graders, welcome back. This is Miss Mariam, and this is the fifth online math lesson from MIS. Divisibility rules will be our lesson in this video. Before we start, we must know the meaning of the word divisible. A number is said to be divisible by another number if there will be no remainder out of division. As an example, 4 is divisible by 2. Why? Because when we divide 4 by 2, there will be no remainder out of division. 4 divided by 2 is 2. While 5 is not divisible by 2, because 5 divided by 2 is equal to 2 and the remainder 1. The first thing that we'll start with is the test for 2. How can we tell if a number is divisible by 2 without doing long division? The rule says that a number is divisible by 2 if it is even. In other words, its unit digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Is 234 divisible by 2? Yes, of course, because the unit digit is 4. Is 105 divisible by 2? No, because the unit digit is 5. Next, how can we tell if a number is divisible by 3? Well, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Let us see how can we apply this rule in an example. Is 17 divisible by 3? How can we tell? The rule says that add its digits. So, 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. Is 8 divisible by 3? Is 8 a multiple of 3? Is 8 in the multiplication table of 3? Is there any number when you multiply by 3 you get 8? No. This means that 17 is not a multiple. 17 is not a multiple of 3, or 17 is not divisible by 3. Is 105 divisible by 3? Let us add the digits. 1 plus 0 plus 5 is equal to 6. 6 is yes divisible by 3. 6 is yes within the multiplication table of 3. This means that 105 is yes divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by the last two digits is divisible by 4. Is 2,904 divisible by 4? The rule says that check the number that is formed by the last two digits, which is 04, which is 4. Is 4 divisible by 4? Of course. 4 divided by 4 is 1. This means that 2,904 is divisible by 4. Is 231,734 divisible by 4? The rule says that check the number that is formed by the last two digits. Is 34 divisible by 4? Can we divide by 4? No, because 34 divided by 4 is 8 and the remainder is 2. Why? 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 2 is equal to 34. So 34 is not within the multiplication table of 4. This means that 231,734 is not divisible by 4. How can we tell if a number is divisible by 5? The rule says that if the number's unit digit is either 0 or 5. So we need to check the unit digit. 12,345. Is this number divisible by 5? Check the unit digit. It is 5. So yes, 12,345 is divisible by 5. How about 126? The unit digit is 6, not 0, not 5. This means that no, 126 is not divisible by 5. How can we tell if a number is divisible by 6? The rule says that if it is divisible by 2 and 3. It sounds logical, right? Because 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And 2 and 3 primes. Okay, Is 126 divisible by 6? The rule says that check for 2 and 3. Let's start with 2. 126 is yes divisible by 2 because the unit digit is 6, right? So 126 is even. Is 126 divisible by 3? Let's add the digits. 1 plus 2 plus 6 is equal to 9. 9 is divisible by 3. This means that 126 is divisible by 6 because it is divisible by 2 and 3. Is 1034 divisible by 6? Let us check for 2 and 3. Let us start with 2. The unit digit is 4, right? This means that 1034 is divisible by 2. Let's check for 3 now. Let's add the digits. 1 plus 0 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 8. 8 is not a multiple of 3. 8 is not within the multiplication table of 3. This means that this number is not divisible by 3, so it's not divisible by 6. Is 345 divisible by 6? Similarly, we need to check for 2 and 3. Let us start with 2. The unit digit in 345 is 5. 5 is not 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, right? This means that this number is not even, so it's not divisible by 2. Oh, not divisible by 2 means not divisible by 6, and we don't need to check 3. How can we tell if a number is divisible by 8? The rule says that if the number formed by the last 3 digits is divisible by 8. Let us see how can we apply this rule. Is 345,880 divisible by 8? Check the number that is formed by the last 3 digits, which is 880. Can you divide 880 by 8? Yes. The result will be 110, right? No remainders. This means that 345,880 is yes divisible by 8. How about 128,009? Is this number divisible by 8? Similarly, let us check the number that is formed by the last 3 digits, which is 009, which is 9. Is 9 divisible by 8? No. 9 divided by 8 is equal to 1 and remainder 1. So the result is not a whole number. This means that 128,009 is not divisible by 8. How can we tell if a number is divisible by 9? The rule says that if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Well, the rule for 9 is similar to the rule for 3. Okay. Is 657 divisible by 9? Let us add the digits and see. 6 plus 5 plus 7 is equal to 18. 18 is divisible by 9. This means that 657 is yes divisible by 9. How about 1901? Is this number divisible by 9? Let us add the digits. 1 plus 9 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 11. 11 is not divisible by 3. It's not within the multiplication table. 11 is not divisible by 9. It's not within the multiplication table of 9. This means that 1901 is not divisible by 9. A number is divisible by 10 if its unit digit is 0. 1230 is yes divisible by 10 because the unit digit is 0. 1325 is not divisible by 10 because the unit digit is 5, not 0. We must give a number that consists of 4 digits such that it is divisible by 3 but not 6. And those 4 digits must not be the same or must not be repeated. They must be different. Okay. The number must be divisible by 3 but not 6. How can we know if a number is divisible by 6? Well, a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3. We want the number to be divisible by 3, but not 6. Not 6 means not 2. Okay, so we must think of a number that is not divisible by 2. Not divisible by 2? First, let us make a place for the 4 digits. Second, the number must not be divisible by 2. This means that the unit digit must not be 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, right? So the unit digit must be one of these numbers, either 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. We can choose any of these numbers. I'll go for 5. I'll make the unit digit 5. Now, in the other 3 places, I must add distinct numbers, different numbers. Let me start with the second digit. I'll add 0. Okay, good. 5 plus 0 is 5. I'll add another digit. I'll make it 3. It is different from 0 and 5, as you can see. 5 plus 0 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Good. And remember, this number must be divisible by 3. So the sum of the digits must be divisible by 3. We have 8 till now. I want to make it 9. So can I add 1? Yes, of course I can add, because 1 is different from the other digits, right? This means that 1,305 is divisible by 3, but not 6. We can have many numbers. And here's the thing. Once you have a number, you can play with its digits. So 3,105 is divisible by 3, but not 6. As you can see, I used the same digits, but I ordered them in a different way. Also, 1,035 is divisible by 3, but not 6. And 5,013 is divisible by 3, but not 6. It's your turn now. Write a 5-digit number with no repeated digits, that is divisible by 6 and 9. Remember, 5-digit number, no repeated digits, it is divisible by 6 and 9. Send your answers on Viber, and I'll see you in the next video, inshallah.